Whew, awesome. Welcome back to the My Pro Golfer channel. Today we got a special guest in our new series, Student Spotlight. This is Ella. She plays golf for the University of Tampa. And Ella, I'm excited to hear about your story. What got you into golf?
My dad got me into golf. My dad played for a long time. My mom dabbled in it a little bit, and we had a vacation house, and every Sunday we used to go to a roll-up, and I would go hit balls for 2 hours, and yeah, just on the driving range is how I got into it.
How old were you about in that time frame?
8.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. What would you suggest for our audience how to get into golf at your level? Like, what was the pathway for you to get into collegiate golf? What were the steps?
I think when you're young, it's keeping it fun.
Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Love that.
And then as you grow up, it's just kind of still making it fun, but you're just learning every day. Every day you're on the golf course, you're learning something new, right? And it's that passion that makes you want to keep coming back and just improving all the time.
Yeah. What was it that sort of triggered you to say, I think I want to do this in college, and what was that transformation like?
Honestly, the U.S. That was a big part of my decision of living in a different country, because I'm from England, and Florida kind of just attracted me a lot. The sunshine, I mean...
It attracted me too, so I get it. It
rains all the time in England, so like, that was a big factor. Coming to the U.S., experiencing different cultures, and
What was the time frame age-wise in which you started to think that was going to be something you wanted to pursue?
I'd say probably around like 14.
Okay, all right, great. All right, so when we get right back, we're going to continue the conversation with Ella, talk a little bit about what she's doing now, what tournament golf is like, and then maybe even some of her aspirations after college. Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. Here at My Pro Golfer, you know we like to keep things simple. And today, I've got a special gift for you to help you never miss a 5-foot putt again. Click the link below and download today. All right, so one of the things that really created curiosity as the University of Tampa team comes here and practices for me is, you know, with my academy, I have a lot of kids that are interested in high school golf. And so the focus for me from your 8 to 13-year-olds is, how do I create a competitive environment that's also fun, just like Ella was saying. That's how she really got into it. And so even tonight we have our junior golf academy. And so Ella, tell me a little bit about tournament golf and maybe one of your best experiences in a tournament, and then kind of how do you prepare for a tournament at your level?
I played a lot of tournaments growing up.
Okay.
From a young age.
In England?
Yes.
Okay.
From a young age, I was exposed to the kind of national England tournaments.
Oh, wow.
We have like under 16s, under 18s, you know, and then the women's championships, and I would play all of them at any age.
Okay.
Even when I was kind of 14, 15, I was playing in the women's England national events, and that gave me a lot of experience, like early on. Even if you don't play great, like being in that environment with older girls and women, it really teaches you a lot.
Okay. And so that was, you said you started in tournament golf 13, 14-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. That's awesome. What in the collegiate side of things, what was one of the, either the facilities that you enjoyed or the tournament that was run during your tenure in college here?
I would say I've had a lot of good experiences in tournament golf. I enjoy traveling. Yeah, I love it. So seeing all these different golf courses is a big thing, and yeah. Do
you have a favorite golf course that you've played in your tournament world? Who really ran a good tournament, maybe, something to that effect?
We went to the Bahamas.
Ooh,
that was a really good tournament.
That's different, yeah.
Not just the golf, but everything we did outside of the golf. Was a great experience.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have a good camaraderie with teammates and stuff? Are the girls fun? Mm-hmm. I always feel like the girls teams seem to have the most fun. When I played in college, it was fine, but it was sort of a not as tight-knit group. But I think that depends on the person and the environment for sure. When we get back, we're going to show what Ella's doing with her golf swing that she's working on, and maybe a drill or two that you do to kind of perfect your game as you get better. And then after that, we'll chat a little bit more about your future in golf.
Okay.
Hey, just give me 15 seconds of your time. I want to highlight these True Linkswear golf pants. They're one of our partners on our website, and they have got great materials and different options from shoes to pants to shorts to shirts to hats to head covers. They're all about enjoying the walk I want you to go to their link. And today we just launched the new 20% off right here on our website that you can use to get 20% off of anything that they have on their website. So go to that link, check them out. I've been in these pants this morning and I wore their shorts yesterday. Just phenomenal product. Check it out. All right, so obviously being from England, golf is going to be a little different here in the States. What were some of the biggest changes or differences when you came over that you had to learn early on and playing it versus England versus the States? I've traveled a lot with my MPG golf travel company. We're going to Scotland in 2025 here in just a few months.
Yeah.
What would I need to know going over there that was major difference for you in the States?
Yeah, I would say one thing definitely between some of the golf courses in England and being in Florida specifically,
okay. Yep.
is kind of that it doesn't have that links aspect to it.
Okay.
If you're going to Scotland, you're going to be playing, you know, true links golf courses.
No question.
You're trying to figure out how to play different types of shots, like lowering the ball flight or, you know, putting from further off the green, you know, because it's so dry and you know, it rolls a lot.
Do you find that chipping is the most complicated change from states to, or at least Florida golf? Because Florida states have a lot of different kinds of golf. But what do you play more bump and run style over there versus here, or does it vary?
Personally, I feel like I'm quite creative with my short game area. That's probably one of my strongest aspects to my game. But it definitely was a big change coming here and having different grass types. Yeah. Learning how to play shots when, you know, your ball is sunk to the bottom of Bermuda or, you know, different types of grass it's tricky when you first get here.
Do we have, you know, we're talking about flyer lies and stuff like that. Do you find that more in this Bermuda grass?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, that does make it complicated. Well, thank you for that insight.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Hey, just want to remind you to not forget on getting your free gift below on how to never miss a 5-foot putt. Oh, man, that was flush. What do you do to get yourself working on shots like that?
Right now I'm working on my impact position.
Okay.
I kind of get a little bit stuck behind the ball on the way down. I kind of get stuck in the area with my arms. I get too far in the inside.
Too inside, okay. So that's a big problem.
Keep it from dropping on the way down.
Okay.
When I start the downswing, I'm trying to keep it more on plane and bring it kind of over and keeping my left arm lower through impact.
What does that feel like to you? Could you show us how you pre-shot that and get that in your head?
When I get to the top of the backswing, I want to feel like I'm coming almost over the ball.
Oh man,
I usually drop on the inside, and this is where I get stuck on the way down.
Yeah.
So feeling like I'm coming over the ball, kind of moving everything towards the target at once is
okay. Love that. Yeah, when I teach out here, the opposite is usually what we're working on. So most of you are going to be out and over. Ella's so good at coming inside, she's overdone it. And so now her path pattern is trying to get more on plane, get the club to be down the target line. As we talk about in step 3 of the olive tree method, that club needs to be on the ball and below the equator on the target line for at least 12 inches. Every tour player does that, and Ella's working on that. Do you have a plan after college? Ella's a senior, by the way. She's about to get out from under the Tampa University umbrella and moving on to the next thing. Do you have a plan or a thought yet?
Life's about to get real.
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
I think I want to stay in golf.
Okay.
That's the idea, whether that's playing. I've always had a dream of turning professional.
Awesome.
Whether that's the way I go, I'm still kind of deciding.
Sure.
I'm definitely going to be playing some events over the summer and then figuring out towards the end of the year. If not, I'm going to be looking at jobs to work within the Ladies European Tour.
Okay, awesome. Gang, this is a little bit about Ella and what she does here in Tampa area. Ella, thank you so much for being interviewed today. Thanks for being our first ever Student Spotlight. We'll see you next Thursday at 6 a.m.